Have you recovered from that game at the weekend? That was pretty dramatic.
Yeah, I think it's obviously coming in yesterday. It was a fair few of us still sore, but yeah, we obviously are happy with our result. But we're looking ahead to the Dragons on Sunday now.
Yeah, derby after derby, they don't get any easier, do they?
No, it is. It does take its toll on its body, but then obviously it's down to us individually to recover in the right way.
Dragons have shown that they can be dangerous, and the results don't always go their way, but they nicked a win in Llanelli a few weeks ago, so you're certainly not going to underestimate them, I imagine.
Yeah, we know the Dragons are a good team and they've got a lot of good individuals, and it's not going to be that straightforward just to beat them. We're going to have to really try and break them down and sort of wear them out a bit, and obviously we've seen they put a good shift in against the Scarlets and had a good result, so we're obviously going there with respect. They're a good team, but we know the sort of performance we want to put out.
How pleasing is it, the form that Ospreys are hitting during what we call the sort of business end of the season now?
Yeah, obviously it's pleasing. We sort of picked up a bit of form, scoring a lot of tries, and it seems like we're all enjoying our rugby, but obviously ideally we wanted to have that from the start of the season, but like I said, we've put in 3 or 4 good performances, and we obviously want to just keep building on that now.
Obviously, you guys can't get into the playoffs anymore, so the Welsh Shield and the Champions Cup are the big prizes on offer. First of all, in terms of the Welsh Shield, how important is it that you guys are the best region in Wales? What would that mean to you guys?
Yeah, from the beginning of the year, Toby's made it clear that that's what they want. They want us to be the top region in Wales, and I think obviously if we perform the next 2 games, and we can achieve that. So it's down to us now, and we have to put the performances to make that happen.
And Champions Cup rugby, I imagine every player wants to play in that top tier of the competition.
Yeah, obviously for us as a club, as the Ospreys, we want to be in the top competition, playing against the best teams, the best individuals in the world, and I think obviously we started building nicely in the last 2 years, and hopefully next year we can perform in that and show teams we are here to compete.
The summer tour with Wales, that's not going to be too far away now. How much would you like to be involved in that?
Yeah, obviously for me, yes, I'm hoping to be picked, and obviously if I perform and the coach is happy with my performance, I will. Yeah, but it'll be a difficult test out in South Africa. You know, the big physical team, and it's going to be a tough 3 or 4 weeks up there, but I think we've got a squad that can go out there and produce results.
It was a disappointing Six Nations for you guys. Do you think you can bounce back? But it's a difficult place to go, isn't it, against the best team in the world? Yeah,
the Six Nations was very disappointing as a squad to finish 5th. But I think we've got the characters in the team that sort of don't get dampened by those situations. The Six Nations is gone now, and the focus is on the summer tour and producing the performances and getting results we know we can achieve as well.
And are you happy with your form? Do you think you've put your hand up for selection?
Yeah, obviously it's a lot of work-ons in my game, and I know those work-ons, but yeah, I think I've delivered what's been asked of me, and I think I'm going not too bad at the minute.
How did it feel last week, alongside Michael in the first half effectively, and then George, pretty potent combinations really, both of them?
Yeah, obviously for me, no matter who's in there, if it's George, Mikey, they get a wealth of experience, and obviously George, before his injury, was #1 centre in Wales, so obviously it's good for me to learn a lot from him, and it's so pleasing to see him back and to be performing. And obviously as a team, we probably produced a really good performance and scored 8 or 9 tries, which is really pleasing for us.
And how important is it that you back up your performance as a team this weekend?
Yeah, I think if we don't back it up this week, last week's results really means nothing, because we lose our opportunity of winning the Welsh Shield. So yes, it's important we do back it up, and like I said earlier, we know the Dragons are a really tough team to break down, but we feel like we've got a game plan in place to do that.
So you played 12 and 13 on and off, pretty much throughout your career really. You started with the under-20s as the 12 and 13 for the Ospreys and for Wales. Did you play fly half in school?
Played fly half growing up till about under 16s, and then I probably got a bit big for out South because I was about 100 kilos and 6'2", so they moved me to 12, and then from there on to just 12 and 13. It doesn't really bother me which one I play, as long as I'm on the field, I'm happy.
Yeah, that was my next question, really. Have you got a preferred position?
Nah, to be honest with you, I don't mind defending or attacking either. If I'm playing 12, I know attacking-wise I'm probably doing a lot of the carrying. And then 13 obviously is a tough defensive role, so I feel pretty comfortable in both those positions.
What did you do to improve your game between the Six Nations last year and I guess the one that's just passed? You obviously must have taken some big strides because Wayne and Stephen Jones have both praised you.
Yeah, just for me, I probably defensively they were happy with what I was doing. It's just when I had the ball, I probably wasn't doing enough with it, and probably the lack of times I had the ball. So I just felt like I put myself in better positions to get the ball. And I just obviously worked on off-field stuff such as speed, footwork, and just when I get the ball, do have more positive moments, more line breaks, more offloads, and just more touches in general. I think coming up to Christmas I'd done that, and then through the Six Nations I had the opportunity and I thought I took it as well.
Yeah, winding up really, George did make a really encouraging return, didn't he, last week?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, he hurt his ACL and had the operation, which is a long-term injury. And I remember when I done it, it was tough. It's tough coming back. Your timing's off. You're on with the rhythm to it, and it's good to see him back out there and getting through the game. And obviously now he can keep progression and sort of getting back to the rhythm of it.